What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy, CamATL, and welcome back to another Prize Picks video with your boy. Drop a like down below, because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Comment anything in the comment section to enter your name into the $50 giveaway I do every single week on this channel because I love you. Thank y'all for joining me as always. PropsMadeEasy.com, only $20 a month. As always, you know the drill. The picks from the video early on in the day ended up missing. But the picks as the day went on damn near swept at Prize Made Easy. I missed one pick of the 8 prize picks that I played off of Prize Made Easy yesterday, and it was the under on Jared Allen's assists. Jared Allen went on to get 3 assists in the first half and then none in the second half. If he would have just played in the first half how he did in the second half, it would have been an easy hit and I would have swept all 8 of my prize picks. But it is what it is. That's how it goes. And again, let me update y'all because as I always say, sometimes the value's not the greatest early on in the day, right? When I'm able to do these videos, I'm able to give y'all what I possibly can from the tool, but having access to the Prize Made Easy tools gives you the biggest edge. Being able to see it all day long whenever you want, being able to pull your phone out of your pocket, open up Prize Made Easy and make sure there's no snipe plays and make sure there's no huge value that you're really, really liking so you can get them in ASAP. Because as soon as PrizePicks updates the line, we're updated as well. I'm talking instantaneous, right? So I wanted to update y'all and remind y'all because maybe there's some new people watching and I know a lot of y'all already know this, but the best, absolute best times to use Props Made Easy, the 2 key times is number 1, when the lines first drop. I'm talking midnight, 1 a.m., whatever, 11, midnight, 1 a.m. Whenever PrizePicks drops their next day's NBA props, the quicker you can get to Props Made Easy and look at the NBA, as long as our projections have dropped, which normally our projections are able to update for the next day as soon as PrizePicks updates for the next day, you will be able to find the best plus EV plus projection as soon as they drop, right? So getting on the lines super early, I'm talking right after they drop, is number one of the best times to use Props Made Easy and where you will find the most value, okay? Then the second most important time is before lock, about 30 minutes before the games begin. Utilizing Props Made Easy from that point on until the end of the night, because even that last game of the day, money will still be coming in on those player props and moving lines, and you'll be able to really pick out, snipe out the best options out of that game. You know what I mean? So the best times, early, as soon as the PrizePicks drops for the next day, midnight, whatever, and then 30 minutes before the games begin are 2 of the key times to make sure you're checking Props Made Easy and getting the props in, right? Now, throughout the day, taking advantage of any snipes that come in as well makes complete sense as well, okay? But it's the most important to get them right away or as soon as they drop and 30 minutes before the slate, okay? But being a Props Made Easy member, you get the ability to be able to keep track of the snipe plays as the entire day goes on. I have Props Made Easy members that reach out to me all the time, and they're like, hey, man, I literally only use the Props Made Easy tool for the snipe plays, and as soon as those snipe plays drop, I put my slips in, and I've been having a crazy hit rate since. And that's awesome. If you're just wanting to just play straight snipe plays and you don't want to take any of the other options, it's completely up to you, right? Because the snipe plays obviously are plus EV, plus projection, and they're huge EV. Like, they're minus 140, minus 145, about to be bumped value that you're able to point out immediately, right? No delay. So that is very, very important to an important benefit that you get being a Props Made Easy member. But take advantage. I mean, check the goblins out. Mix the goblins into your slips, right? So I got like 3 picks around midnight or so as soon as the lines dropped for PrizePicks for today that were great value. And we're gonna see what kind of value we have at this point of the day. When it comes to NBA, a lot of times we get great value on college basketball, women's college basketball, hockey, these things. But NBA, around when I do my video, normally lines have kind of gotten a little tighter. By the time like the odds will come down to, you'll have minus 140s, minus 145s, even minus 150 sometimes when lines first drop and people immediately initially make their decisions. And then as the day goes on, you start seeing those lines kind of come down a little bit, minus 135, minus 130s, right? But with Props Made Easy, you're able to say, okay, these aren't minus 140 and minus 145s, but they're minus 130, minus 135s, and the projection is also on this same side. So of those options, you're able to still get the best options, right? So anyway, enough yapping. Let's get straight into the picks. So for NFL, all of the lines have become, we're later on, we're these Super Bowl picks have been dropped for a minute now. So lines have already been adjusted. We've already grabbed the main guys that we want already before lines have adjusted or anything. So the best thing to do now that the lines are all tight, look, 2.5 projection differential is the biggest projection for the over, and the -4 is the biggest sports book for the under. So with that being said, we're going to utilize projection differential to really point out the absolute best value still, regardless of where the sportsbook difference is. And that's Travis Kelce, Brandon Ayuk's receiving yards combo over 134.5. They're 135 on other sportsbooks, so only a 0.5, but projection differential of 161.3, 26.8 projection differential, which is a significant difference, right? I would choose one of these two. Obviously, I wouldn't pair these together because then you're hoping Kittle also goes out and has an amazing day. The 26.8 projection differential is the main one. This is the number one you want to go with. Other options, you have Isaiah Pacheco, Christian McCaffrey's rushing yards combo. That looks solid at an 8 projection differential. Looking at the unders, we still don't have the tackles and assists in yet. I'll talk to them about where our tackles and assist projections are, but as of right now, we don't have them in yet. Rashee Rice receiving yards under. Pat Mahomes passing plus rushing. Outside of the taco, data really likes the under on Patrick Mahomes passing yards, passing plus rushing, and all that this week. Rashee Rice and Deebo Samuel's receiving yard combo under at a -5.5. So some solid options, but yeah, when you're utilizing NFL from here until the Super Bowl begins, take advantage of projection differential spots because those are the spots you'll be able to really pick out that value because all the sportsbook differentials are very, very tight now. All right, taking a look at NBA, let's see what we have. So remember what I said. A lot of times when I come in to do these videos, sometimes we get lucky. We get some -140 odds and stuff like that. But -135s is normally the highest we're going to get around this time of day, around 9 a.m. Central type of time of day, right? So after everybody's already kind of moved lines and odds have kind of come down a little bit. But we're still able to find the best options we have available. Now, first thing I want to point out, right? As you can see, these are -135s. All of these 5 right here. So they're at the top of the list because these are the highest we have. We don't have any -140 odds that are plus EV plus projection. We don't have any -145 that are plus EV plus projection. We have 135 is the biggest odds for plus EV plus projection. Now, automatically when you come to NBA, these -135s are already projected by projection differentials. 0.47 at the top, 0.23, 0.22, 0.18. As you can see, it goes down, right? And then we have a -130 right here. Very close to the -135 odds, not too much lower, and then a projection of 2.28. These are the two plays that really stick out to me because of how tight the projection differentials are here. These two really stick out. The over on Jabari Smith's PRA of 19.5 feels too low. -130 odds on the over, projection of 21.78, a 2.28 projection differential. So solid over for Jabari Smith's PRA there. And then the under on Josh Green's points assists of 13.5. -130 odds on the under, projection of 12.1, a -1.4 projection differential. It feels like every time I play early Josh Green, Luka ends up ruled out. Kyrie ends up ruled out. And then he ends up going over because the whole fucking team's out. So, I mean, obviously pay attention to that and make sure everybody plays. But if everybody's active and plays, the main guys like Doncic, Kyrie, and these guys, then Josh Green is leaning under. Josh Green is leaning under. All right, under points assists of 13.5 for Josh Green. Jabari Smith over PRA of 19.5. And these are two values that really stick out. And as always, a lot of people will come in and just be like, okay, I want to take the highest, these plays at the very, very top, and that's fine. They are plus EV plus projection, but they're plus EV plus projection that are very tight projection differentials. Now, you can do whatever you want, right? So let's say, for example, there's a -145 odd and the projection differential is only 0.5. I'm still going to take it because that juice is super sexy and it's still plus projection. I don't care. But once it comes down to the -135s, -130, the odds are so small and so, the difference is so small between a -135 and -130 that this projection differential of 2.28 or this projection differential of a -1.4 are pretty solid differentials that we could take advantage of, and they're only -130 compared to the -135. So that's just my way of thinking when I utilize this as well. No snipe plays. All right, let's move on. For college basketball, the best option over on Darren Green Jr. points of 10.5 and the under on Joel Soriano points of 15.5. Both are a -1 or a +1 differential. NHL, we have a solid NHL slate on tap for us, but the best odds we have are minus 130 odds today. Nothing too crazy. We have the over on Leon Draisaitl's assist of 0.5 at a minus 130, projection of 0.86, a 0.36 projection differential. And then we have the under that looks good for Zach Hyman. Oh, sorry, they're on the same team, so we can't do this. So we have 2 assist spots. Normally, I don't really like betting too hard on assist spots. Let's go down to this minus 125 here. Let's go Brandon Montour shots on goal over 2.5. Minus 125 odds in the over. Projection 2.99 is 0.49 projection differential. And then let's go Draisaitl's assist over 0.5 at the top of the list. As the day goes on, NHL really starts coming in very well. As you can see, normally you don't want to utilize NHL until at least 10 a.m. Central. It's only like 9:15, 9:30 right now. So even more will pop in as the day goes on, and projections will pop on certain guys. League of Legends, the best option we have here is we have a couple overs. They're all even lines, but the over on Grell, the over on K's, and the under on Pan. For CS2, the best option is the over on Wonderful for Natus Vincere. Map 1 and 2 kills of 33.5. 35 on other sportsbooks, a 1.5 sportsbook differential for the over on Wonderful. And then that's the number 1 best option that I would go with. For tennis, we have the over on Yannick, total games of 21.5. The under on Luciano at 22.5, the under on Roberto, total games of 22, and then the under on Daniel Altmaier. I would take the half lines. I'd skip the Roberto at the even line and take these. So the under on Daniel, the under on Luciano, and the over on Yannick. Nothing for MMA, nothing for Dota. When it comes to Valorant, the best value is the under on Profec, map 1 and 2 kills of 32, and the under on Darkosec, map 1 and 2 kills of 31. If you haven't been utilizing the esports spots at Pros Made Easy, you are missing out. Esports has been absolutely feasting as well. All right, let's do a recap. For NFL, we're looking at the biggest projection differentials because sportsbook differentials are very tight at this time of the week. Travis Kelce, Brandon Ayuk receiving yards combo over 134.5 is a 26.8 projection differential on the over. Really like that spot for him. Isaiah Pacheco, Christian McCaffrey rushing yards over 159.5 is interesting. But the number 1 play is that over on the Kelce and Ayuk receiving yards combo. And then Rashee Rice under on his receiving yards is 67.5 is going to be another amazing option. Taking a look at NBA. Now, we have some minus 135 odds at the top here. They're all very tight projection differentials, 0.47, 0.23. Nothing too crazy sticking out at like the ones or above. So what we're going to do is we're going to go right down here to the 130s and take the top 2 130s because they have the bigger projection differentials right here, and they're very close to the same Vegas odds. Jabari Smith, over PRA of 19.5 at a 21.78, a 2.28 projection differential on the over, and then Josh Green points assists under 13.5. All right. Obviously, throughout the day, check for snipe plays. You have the benefit of being a Pros Made Easy member for only $20 a month. Take advantage of the fact that the moment a snipe play pops in, you will see it as well. So keep refreshing. That's what I do. Like, even if I'm on the go or I'm out or I'm doing something, I'm pulling up Pros Made Easy on my phone, and I'm making sure there's no snipe plays in there that I need to get in. And sometimes randomly throughout the day, I'll be like, okay, I need this guy, I need this guy. Let's say there's one snipe play at a minus 145, but I don't really feel the greatest about a second option. I'll pair him with a Goblin. You know what I mean? We didn't look at the Goblin options. I'll go to Goblin, and I'll pair him with the best Goblin option, right? So I'd go Jabari Smith Jr., with Kevin Durant points over 19.5. Kevin Durant's points is the best Goblin on the board at a 6.07 projection differential. So really like that spot there. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, take advantage that you get all that. All right, the under on Joel Soriano points of 15.5 and the under on Khalil Ware points under 14.5 for college basketball. For NHL, we grabbed the over on Brandon Montour shots on goal of 2.5, and then we grabbed the Leon Draisaitl assists over 0.5. For League of Legends, we have 4 options here. We have one that's a half line, though, so I'm going to stick the half line here. Under Gavado, map 1 and 2 kills of 8.5. CS2, the best option. I thought we had 1.5s. They've already been taken. Either their game has started or their line has moved. We have 3-1 overs. We have 3 overs at a 1 sportsbook differential that are good plays right here. Torsi, Siuhi, and Goofy all overs. And then 2 unders, Brolin and Jim Fat. For tennis, we have The over on Yannick total games of 21.5. The under on Daniel Altamar total games of 22.5. And because that's an even line, we're going to skip that one and go Luciano total games under 22.5. Nothing for MMA, nothing for Dota. And then to end it up, Valorant, the best options are the under on Profect, map 1 and 2 kills of 32, and the under on Darkasec, map 1 and 2 kills of 31. Thank y'all for joining me as always, man. Let's keep getting this money. Let's get it up. If you're not a Props Made Easy member yet, yes, watching the videos early in the day like this are great, you know, and they're going to put you in the best position as of what I have available to me at 9 a.m., the odds and stuff that I have available to me at 9 a.m. Central. But being a member of Props Made Easy and being able to consistently, randomly check this thing throughout the day and make sure every single slip you make makes the most sense. They're all plus EV, all plus projection, have the best odds, have the best projection differentials, and that is the key to having success in this industry. Utilize Props Made Easy, only $20 a month. It's like $40 less than anywhere else. And the other competition that's in this industry that does this type of thing and points out EV doesn't have projection system like Props Made Easy does, and a top-notch projection system that Props Made Easy does. Also doesn't have an Apex simulator incorporated into that $20 that simulates games thousands of times to give you AI projected stats. So, yeah, it's a no-brainer. Props Made Easy is the best option. If you don't have $20, you shouldn't be gambling. But if you just decide you don't want to be a Props Made Easy member and you want to keep paying $50-something for something else, then that's your own decision as well. One day you will change your mind and you will come over here, but you got to live and learn. You feel what I'm saying? Thank y'all for joining me as always. Let's get this money. Let's have a big Tuesday. It's Taco Tuesday, baby. Let's get it. I'm out.